Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right in my living room in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 rules to live by, storytelling, a story with a message in the story for life. Another life lesson coming for you. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Right thinking mission, is to enlighten, inspire, educate and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Don't it feel good? All right. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. And that's the question I ask all my right thinkers because you need to know you. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not but knows that they know not, I like you. Simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Most people are this time of morning, but I can wake them up with spiritual knowledge. I can do that for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my out be true. Yeah, that's a sign of balance, the scales, okay? Understand, that's what you need to have in your life. It's another lesson. Been there, done that. Today, right thinkers, we're going to talk about something that most of us don't pay attention to. And I keep trying to get this point across and just have a conversation. Right thinkers, let's talk about the inner enemy, ego. You combat the ego with humbleness. Ego is, humbleness is, it's okay. It's okay. Now, don't get humbleness confused with punk or soft. No, it's just understanding the situation, handling it a little different than letting the ego take it. Let's go. I got a nice little lesson for you. I hope you enjoy this one. The act of humbling yourself is being obedient to God. Being humble means you're going to acquiesce yourself to any situation and do it in a respectful manner. That's all that means. Okay? That ain't easy to do. I'm still working on it. I used to be an egomaniac. Again, in my younger days, I was egotistical. I know that now. I didn't know that then. I thought it was just how I am. Yeah, I was ignorant. It's okay. But now I'm humble. Okay? With knowledge and understanding, certain things you're going to come across and you're going to have to just acquiesce to. And humbling yourself to situations where at one time you might have handled it a little different. That's what I mean by getting better personally with myself. Okay. Your ego, aka you call it your pride, is selfish. Okay. It wants what it wants. And what it wants to do is be in control, be in charge. If you are run by your ego, you have problems. You're going to have problems. The ego's man will do whatever he or she has to do to get where or whatever he or she wants. And I say both because women seem to think that they're not run by their ego. I'm not having an argument. I'm just making a statement of fact. How you feel about that really ain't important. If all you care about is yourself, male or female, you're not a servant of God, you're self-serving. Again, ego. When you serving yourself, you edging God out. We keep going over this. I'm going to keep drilling in your head because if you're not God conscious, you open the door for your ego to drive the car. We know the ego now in modern times, it's the devil. The devil made me do it. Oh, yeah, all that. Okay, but if you drift from God, take your mind off the prize, so to speak, you fall victim to your ego, the inside enemy. Your ego is your biggest enemy. In my lessons, in my studies, one thing we learned, the major battle, the first victory you need to have in order to improve or transform into a better you is to conquer your ego. the enemy within. And you do that with humbleness. Okay? Most people don't know that their pride, aka ego, wants to be in control, and in most time, if you're not aware of it, it is in control. Hence, know thyself. I know my ego. I put him in check. I have him in check. You don't destroy it. You don't abandon it. You don't kill it. You control it. Acquiesce it. Have it under control. When you can't control your ego, your negative desires, your selfish ways, you are under the control of your ego. I just got to. I know it's wrong, but that's ego. If something don't working for you, something ain't good for you, I don't do it at this point in my life. Why? Because I control my ego. That's desires and wants. Understand that, okay? Most of our people have that thing down below that waist that they have no control over that. That's our ego. Women, same problem, no difference. Again, don't think it's just for one. No, equal opportunity is what nature does. It don't pick and choose. Simple as that. You do that. Spiritual discipline is what controls your ego. Again, the first thing you need to know as a right thinker, I got to get in control of my ego. Why? Because if not, I can't help you. Why? Because you're going to be that person who believe or have their own thing, way they do things, and they won't be able to change unless you control your ego. That's how you change. That's the part of changing. All right? Your ego, use it to defeat. You have to use spiritual discipline to control your ego. To defeat him on a day-to-day basis, you have to be God conscious. That's where it comes from. That's the concept. I give you concepts. I'm going to give you justification to defend the concept. You can like it or not like it, but it's just understanding what I'm doing, what I'm trying to get across to you. I'm just teaching lessons and concepts. You don't have to live them. You got to abide by them. I do. Okay. If you don't have self-knowledge, aka right thinking philosophy, you're losing to your ego. You wonder why things ain't getting better. You wonder why things ain't working out. You still doing things that's causing your own demise. Those are fetters. Self-inflicted problems are called fetters. The ego loves that. Why? Because he just sit back and watch you flounder and watch you wallow in your own misery the whole time. He's just loving it. He getting what he want. He don't care about you. Conceptually. All right, here you go. You can't change your life around without what? Conquering the ego first. The first thing, when a person come out of prison, a person down on his luck, because the ego just ran amok on his life and he doesn't know what to do, the first thing he got to do is get control of that ego. Routine. Set a routine. Get under some kind of understanding. Let's do this. Humbleness is the opposite of being egoistic. Humble yourself. Start from square one. Build yourself back up from the bottom up. Don't stay down there. Only way you can do is go up. Spiritual knowledge, self-discipline, work on yourself. That's the routine you need to follow. Got to take care of the ego. And the ego going to be upset. Why? Because he don't can run the show no more. All right? I learned to humble myself and I got control of my ego. See? It plays itself out. There's the lessons. That's why I'm trying to break it down for you. If you just want to be right, you will have to humble yourself, but intelligence will get you to understand. I know certain things about me now that I can accept, humbling myself without feeling like, well, I ain't no punk. I ain't gonna take that. I ain't. Again, ego. Been there, done that. Okay. My humbleness is what keeps me out of useless arguments. I call them spiritual fights, trying to show how smart I am, trying to prove my points. Time for that. Those are people who don't know but believe they know. You're going to have to deal with them, and that's how they react. So I had to stop doing that personally. Again, took control of that. Ego. Where we at now? Okay. I let things go. Yeah, yep. All right. I carry myself in a humble state of respectable to all people, with my attitude being calm. I'm in a good place within myself. I don't walk around mad, frustrated, and pissed off about my life. I'm happy, I'm content, so I'm good there. I'm at peace. I'm learning how to not let situations take me out of that peace. That's what being humble is doing for me. All right. I used to walk around ego tripping, thinking I'm the man. Oh, yeah. I was the biggest ego tripper that I knew. And I look back on it and say, dang, boy, you was tripping big time. Now people think I'm tripping over God. I ain't got a problem with that because I am. They right about that one. All right. Ego is the edging God out of your life. And I keep using that word, and it's been handed down to us by the ancient Egyptians. They gave you a name, they gave you a title, they gave identity, but they need you to understand how to deal with your ego. First of all, recognize it and understand it for what it is. It will kill you. The ego killed Osiris. The ego killed the spirit. Down the road, that's other higher education stuff, but I'm gonna let you know that, yeah, okay, that's how strong and deadly the ego is to the person who don't control him. It will destroy you. Okay, when I was ego tripping, I didn't know what I was doing for real. I was just doing me. Yeah, if you have that me I concept, you're ignorant to God, and that's all ego. You done edge God out. I didn't think twice about God. I feel ashamed. I cover my face because I feel ashamed that, wow, the ego, bad man or woman, don't make a difference. If you let it run you, you will never reach God. You will never find yourself because the ego don't want you to do that. That's his job. Okay. When your ego is in control, you're on your own. You got no kick coming. You got no help from God. Why? You done edged him out. You're on your own. Okay? Understand that. When you serve your ego, you're serving yourself, not God. At a certain point in time, you're going to run out of stuff to give. And the ego going to kill you. It don't stop. It's going to eat you up. All right? I have my ego under control. I make it work for me. That's what I'm trying to teach you, how to use it and benefit you. You ain't got to kill it, just control it. Okay? I gave you a lesson about that before. I'm about to wrap this up. Long day. Sorry about that again. I'm hoping lessons seem to get a little long. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get the point across. You keep tuning in. I'm going to keep giving it to you. I appreciate you. All right, here you go. Last one. Humbleness is bringing God into your life with the blessings that you receive from doing that. That's how your life changed. He will make the change if you do. I do good deeds. I help others with no hope or desire for reward. If I do something for you, I'm not the deal maker. I hate them guys who, I'm going to do this, but you got to do the mafia. I'm going to do you a favor, but you owe me when I come. All that nonsense. God blesses you for a good deed. He don't make deals. That's the other guy. That's ego. Yeah, I call him the devil, but I know who he is. All right, here you go. When you give a selfless service to others, God blesses you because it's done from the heart. That's where he is. And he know you serving him, you're doing things from the heart. When you're speaking from the heart, you're speaking Makadu. When you're living from the heart and doing from the heart, you're living Maya. Okay, here you go. I do what I do for you, which is because what I want to do. And that's being humble and respectful and helping others. Right thinking is my good deed to my master. Okay? I got to get ignorant people to find themselves. And in doing so, they'll find my maker. It's a good job. It's a good deed. All right, here you go. Last one. My humbleness is my service to God, never myself. I give all the glory to my maker. I don't take it. It's all good. The accolades, all that good. I'm not beef for that. Okay? If you find you find God, I love that. That's my job. That's what I do for you. Last one. I'm humble, aka God conscious. I do the right thing for the right reasons. That's what right thinking philosophy is all about. That's what I do for you. I'll be back. I got more.